Good morning everyone. Welcome back to the maths class. Dear students, in the last class we have started operations on sets. Under those we have already completed union of sets. Now we are going to discuss intersection of sets. Intersection of sets. Let A and B are any two sets, then the intersection of A and B is also a set which consists of all the elements which are common in A and B. So generally intersection is denoted by this symbol. Now intersection of A and B, we write A intersection B. In another way we can represent this. A intersection B is equals to x such that x belongs to A and x belongs to B. Meaning of this, intersection of A and B is the elements which are available in A and B. It means the common elements in A and B. For example, I consider A is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4 and B is equals to 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now I am going to find out A intersection B, that is equals to A is 1, 2, 3, 4, intersection B is 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. Now just observe the common elements in both the sets. So here it is 2, 4, here also 2, 4, just 2 and 4 are the common elements in both the sets. So that's why A intersection B is equals to 2 and 4 only. Sometimes I consider B is in another way, like A comma B comma C. So if you want to find out A intersection B, so simply we can say that there is no common elements in both the sets A and B, because here all these are numbers, these are alphabets. So that's why here A intersection B is equals to 5. No elements available in this set commonly. So that's why A intersection B is equals to 5. So now here one important point is, if the A intersection B is equals to 5, then A and B are called as disjoint sets. If A intersection B is equals to 5, then A and B are disjoint sets. A and B are called as disjoint sets. So sometimes the question is define disjoint set. Define disjoint set. Let A and B are two sets. If they do not have a common elements, then A and B are said to be disjoint sets. That means they do not have common elements, means A intersection B is equals to 5. There is no elements. Right? Next one, we have some important properties under intersection of sets. Now let's see. Already we have discussed this kind of properties in union of sets. Just here the symbol is changed. In the union of sets, just we use the union symbol like this. Now here intersection of sets, just we use this symbol, intersection of sets. See here, the first one is for any set A intersection mu is equals to A. For any set A intersection pi is equals to pi, because here A intersection pi there is no common element, so pi has no element, so that's why no common elements in both the sets. So that's why finally pi. Next one, for any set A intersection A is equals to A. Simply we can say that A intersection A is equals to A, because so here first set is A and the set is A. The common elements in A and A, just it gives again A only. Just suppose a set contains A is equals to 1 and 2. If we take again intersection of A, intersection of 1 and 2, then the common elements in the both sets are 1 and 2 only. So that's why A intersection A is equals to A. Next we have another property for any two sets A and B. A intersection B is equals to B intersection A, and any three sets A, B and C, A intersection B intersection C is equals to A intersection B intersection C. One more property we have for any three sets A, B and C, A intersection B union C is equals to A intersection B union A intersection C. These are the some important properties under intersection of sets. Like union of sets, we have some names of these properties. This property A intersection A is called as idempotent law. Idempotent law. So here A intersection B is equals to B intersection A. This is commutative property. Commutative law, otherwise commutative law. This is associative law. Associative law. Another one is distributive law. Distributive law. So actually these properties are already available in algebra on the numbers, and again we are discussing intersection of sets and union of sets also. So we can write one more property using this symbol. Just change this symbol to union intersection. So here first we use intersection. Just A union B intersection C. So that is equals to A union B intersection of A union C. This is also property. This is also called as distributive law. This is also distributive law. So if you have any doubt, you can take examples and you can prove this all the results. You will get exactly both the sides equal result. If you have any doubt, you can take examples. Already I have proved the properties under union of sets, and like that you can prove all these results. You will get exactly. Now next operation is, before that we can represent a finite number of sets. Suppose A1, A2, A3, A4 up to so and on, AN. Finite number of sets are there. We can write the representation of intersection of sets like this: A1 intersection A2 intersection A3 intersection up to so and on intersection AN. We can write this: A is I is equals to 1 to N for AI intersection of, okay, I is equals to 1 to N. We can represent the intersection of finite set of finite number of sets. Next operation under the sets is complement of the set. Complement of set. Complement of sets is, let mu is a universal set. Mu is universal set and A is any other set. Then the complement of A is a set which consists of the elements belongs to universal set but not belongs to A. So once again the complement of set defines that, let mu is the universal set and A is any other set. Then the complement of A is a set which consists of the elements which are belongs to X belongs to mu only, and X does not belongs to A. The complement of set A we can denote like this: A complement, or A complement we can write like this also, or complement of A. Complement of A. Now suppose set A, this is the set A, then A complement is we can write mu minus A. This is the very important. A complement or A dash, we can denote this A dash also is equals to mu minus A. Sometimes if they given the person like this. A is equals to 3, 4, 5 and mu is equals to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. These two sets are defined like this. Then find out complement of A. Then A complement is equals to A dash or A complement is equals to mu minus A. Simply mu is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and minus of A is 3 and 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. So A was complements at different that the elements which are belongs to mu only. So here 3, 4, 5. Here 3, 4, 5. What are the elements in this set? 1, 2, 6 and 7. So that's why this represents the complement of set A. Like this we can find out complement of any set. We can denote this complement like this. A complement is equals to x such that x belongs to mu and x does not belongs to A. Just we write this segmental form. The definition says that the elements which are belongs to mu but not belongs to A. So we have some properties under the complement of set. Now let's see. Just pi dash is equals to mu dash is equals to 5 and A complement of whole complement, it is called double complement, it is also is equals to A and A union A complement is equals to mu, A intersection A complement is equals to 5. If you have any doubt, you can take one example and you can prove these results like union of sets. And one more important point is A union B whole dash is equals to A dash intersection B dash and A intersection B whole dash is equals to A dash union B dash. So here these two rules are called as De Morgan rule. De Morgan laws. This is a De Morgan laws. This is one important point. So here these two are called De Morgan laws. Now let's see the definition of De Morgan laws. The complement of A and B is equal to intersection of their complements. Right? Complement of A and B is the complement of union of A and B is equal to the intersection of their complements. Here the complement of intersection of A and B is equal to the union of their complements. So these are called as De Morgan laws. Now let's see another operation, that is difference of sets. Difference of sets. Difference of sets. So two sets like A and B are considered as two sets. The difference of A and B is a set which has the elements which are belongs to set A but not belongs to set B. Generally difference of sets are denoted by this symbol and difference of A and B is represented by A minus B. So symbolically A minus B is equals to x such that x belongs to A and x does not belongs to B. Right? The definition says that the elements which are available in set A but not in set B. So that's why this represents the difference of the sets. In the difference of sets, we can denote this as suppose we want to find out B minus A. B minus A is equals to x such that x belongs to B and x does not belongs to A. X does not belongs to A. In this way, we can represent the difference of sets. So here we can conclude that A minus B is not not equals to b minus a. So here we can easily observe that in a minus b contains only the elements which are belongs to set A. B minus a contains the elements which are belongs to set B. These are quite opposite. So that's why a minus b is not equals to b minus a. So and we can conclude that a minus b and b minus a, these two are disjoint sets. These two are disjoint sets because if you find out a intersection b of a minus b intersection of b minus a, if you find out the value of these two sets, we will get pi only. So here the elements or comes under in set A, here the elements which are in set B. So there is no common element. So that's why A minus B intersection B minus A is equals to pi. When this intersection is pi, we can say that these two sets are disjoint sets. Already we defined that disjoint sets are having no common elements. It means A intersection B is equals to pi. Okay. Next we have some more properties like A minus pi is equals to A only because A minus pi having no elements, so simply we have A only. So A minus pi is equals to pi. Next A minus A is equals to pi, right? There is just we are subtracting A and A from A, so that's why finally we get pi. It means there is no common elements, right? There is no elements in A minus A.